Hi, I'm Barney from Palm Equipment. I'm the software designer here. Obviously everybody knows that we do a great range of kayaking and canoeing and paddle sports equipment, but what a few people know is we also have a full line of rescue, commercial rescue and professional emergency rescue equipment. So not just throw lines and carabiners and tapes, we have a whole line of PFDs, and we have a whole line of dry suits and gloves and shoes. So I'm just going to run you quickly through our whole line. So for the first responders, we have the big high float rescue PFDs. We offer about 3 different versions of these. We have one that is a universal fit, so one size fits everybody, which the emergency services really like because it's easy. We also have another version that has removable pockets, so you can customize it how you like. They're all really high visible in red and fluorescent yellow, so they're nice and visible and safe out on the water. Made out of cordura, they're really tough and they have a lot of flotation, so they really help people get in the river and help rescue people who are in trouble. These are the kind of big first responder PFDs, but also I think the instructors or the coaches, they tend to prefer a slightly smaller PFD. So we have also made a rescue version of our extreme vest for them. So this is basically our kayaking vest turned into a rescue vest. So we have all the important rescue equipment on here, including the chest harness and high float. And again, it's nice and visible in the cordura. So those are our PFDs for rescue emergency services. We also offer one dry suit, but in 2 versions, one for men and one for women. So this is our men's version, and this is a really heavy duty 4-layer waterproof breathable fabric. It has a YKK waterproof zipper, AquaSeal zipper, so it keeps you nice and dry. It's very, very tough. It has strong padded Kevlar knee pads and also the seat pad too, to protect your knees from when you're bending and working. We also have a thigh pocket, which is handy for equipment, and this clear plastic panel, you can use that to write on. So if you have any medical information or maybe emergency coordinates, you can jot them on this panel here with a wax pencil, and then you can wipe it out afterwards. So that suit is available in both men's and women's. I think since they removed the sizing restrictions for the people who could join the emergency services, I think there have been more women joining. So we have responded by making a women's version of this suit. So it's the same, but it also has the drop seat, which makes it much easier for women when they need to take a break. Just to finish off these suits, they have latex necks and latex wrists and latex socks. And the reason for this is we can glue them in. So we glue these in rather than stitching and taping. And what that means is that the quartermaster or the person in charge of all this gear, if they need to replace a latex gasket, they can just unglue it and then glue a new one on themselves without having to send it back to Palm. So that's a really useful thing that they find. On top of the suits, we also offer a great glove, a really nice tough neoprene glove that has a nice pre-curve, so it's easy for grabbing and holding. That's the rescue glove. And then we also have so that's a kind of a neoprene glove, and this is a more fabric type of glove. So this has a reinforced Kevlar palm and a tough Amara impact protection at the top with the strap and the nice Velcro wrists. So nice strong gloves for when you're working with rope, or if you're working with tools. These are great. And then finally, well, not finally, I'll mention the throw bags next. So we have a great line of emergency throw bags, again in the bright colors, so they're nice and visible. We have I think maybe a 15, 20 and 25 meter lengths. So these are great. And then finally, new for this year is our Torrent rescue boot. And we've been asked for these by emergency services. And what is important with these boots is they meet the ISO standard for safety footwear. So that means that they have a composite shield in the sole to prevent punctures. And they also have a composite hard toe as well to protect your toes from falling objects. These are really high quality, really strong. The way they are made is the sole is actually molded onto the upper. So there's no stitching, no gluing. It's actually co-molded into the actual shoe. So they're really strong and really tough. Nice sturdy lace system and some really nice neoprene padding inside. So the feedback we've been getting from these is really good. So as you can see, perhaps you didn't know it before, but now you know, we offer a whole line for the emergency rescue services from Palm Equipment.